Hey, what's up, Logos Personal Finance students? It is Monday, July 13th, 2020. It is the last Monday of the term, last Monday of the 2019-2020 school year, if you can believe it. We have 1 week left. This week ends on Thursday. So that's it. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 more days, and that is it for this crazy school year that we've had. And this pretty good term we've had, I think. You guys have done a really good job keeping up with the work, keeping up with the Econ Lowdown, learning a lot about personal finances. And trust me, as hard as it may have been to keep up with the work, it's going to be worth it in the long run. This class, more than any other class, I think, you definitely will use the stuff you take away from this class, the concepts that you take away from Econ Lowdown. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Econ Lowdown. Let's go ahead and exit out of here. Go into our Blackbaud page. As always, we see our e-learning instructions with the note about our last Zoom meeting of the term. Last Zoom meeting of the school year will take place on the last day of the school year. That'll be Thursday. You see the note about the daily YouTube messages, but you're watching today's daily YouTube message right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Trying to get as many subscribers as I can, just in case, this teaching thing doesn't work out. Maybe I can be a YouTuber. Not really. But there's a link right there to all the YouTube messages right here. All right. There's the daily YouTube message from last week where you can see I was talking about credit scores, which we're going to continue today on econlowdown.org. So we'll follow the link, check out econlowdown.org. I got my student code and password in there, so I'm going to click submit. You see this orange bar at the top, right? This is an important note for Wednesday. The Econ Lowdown team, oh, that's a different one. Oh, that's a survey. We should take that survey. I'm going to take that survey when I have a chance. You should take that survey when you have a chance. But let's log out real quick to look at that other, let's see. There was a note about scheduled maintenance. Yes, Econ Lowdown will be unavailable due to maintenance from 8 a.m. until 12 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday, July 15th, 2020. We apologize for any inconvenience. So that's this Wednesday. We won't be able to get on to Econ Lowdown from 8 until noon. And so that means, lucky you won't have any work to do on Wednesday. So really, we got work to do today. We got work to do tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we'll make that a makeup day for any outstanding assignments that you haven't completed, but you won't be able to get on and complete them until afternoon, right? After 12 o'clock noon, which isn't too bad, right? But, I know some people like to get on there early, so I'm not going to give you any new work for Wednesday because you won't be able to get on until noon. So let's go ahead and click submit once again. Get back into, there you go. And yeah, take that 5-minute survey when you have a chance. It's they really are responsive to these things. The St. Louis Federal Reserve, the group that runs this website, Econ Lowdown, they're always updating it and always changing it and always responding to feedback from their users. So it's a great site. And you can see we've done a lot of work on it this term. Scrolling down, we see the questions that we've answered, like what do you want to be when you grow up, what's your plan for after high school. And we've learned about, saving for college, paying for college, making money, paying taxes, all that good stuff. Budgeting, finding a place to rent, finding a smartphone, finding a bank account, right? It's difficult being an adult. Adulting is not easy. I'm not going to lie to you. It's expensive, and it requires a lot of decision making, a lot of making choices and doing your best to do the research to make the best choice for yourself, right? When you're a kid, a lot of your decisions are made for you, which, double-edged sword. On the one hand, you don't have any choice over it. On the other hand, you don't have any choice over it. You don't have to make the choice, right? Someone's going to make the choice. Making decisions is hard, right? So practicing that now is even, getting you ready for when you are an adult. But last week, I asked you this question. Do you know your credit score, right? And if you don't, that's okay. If you don't have a credit score, if you're under 18, but what is a credit score, right? And we talked about how it's a 3-digit number. You want to have something, in the 700 to 750 range. You're in pretty good shape. If you're below 700, that means that you're having a hard time managing debt, right? Paying back your bills, paying your bills on time. And today we have a video Q&A, which is going to get further into explaining how that FICO credit score is determined. This is a short video, like 5 minutes long, but there's 10 questions on the quiz. This is good news, right? You might say, oh, 10-question quiz, that sucks. No, it's good news because this is one of those video Q&As where you can take it and retake it as many times as you need to get the highest score possible. So you can get 10 points out of this quiz. This is a big opportunity to gain some points to bring that grade up. That's the whole goal of this week, is to bring that grade up as high as possible before the end of the term, which is on Thursday. Thursday is the deadline for getting your grade up as high as possible, getting any assignments that are missing made up, and getting as high scores as possible on these last couple assignments, including today, which is a 10-pointer. 10-pointer, big one, right? Understanding how a FICO credit score is determined. So let's take a look at this video. Like I said, it's 6 minutes long. Let's take a look at this. We're going to get some sound on this one? I hope so. Yeah.
Understanding how a FICO credit score is determined. Presented by Econ Lowdown. FICO is a company that uses statistics and mathematical formulas called algorithms to determine a person's credit score. A FICO score is the most common credit score used to determine loan eligibility and the interest rates a person pays.
What does FICO stand for?
Score is a
I don't know.
person's financial history packed into a 3-digit number, which indicates a person's credit risk. Your credit score is compiled of information found in your credit report. A credit report is a loan and bill payment history kept by a credit bureau. Financial institutions and other potential creditors use credit reports to determine the likelihood of debt repayment. Credit scoring companies use statistics to determine the risk associated with lending. They do not use data such as sex, age, race, or religion to determine the
So that's illegal. They can't do that. And again, it's all about your risk. The higher your credit score, the lower the risk is that you won't pay back your debts. The lower your credit score is, the higher risk you are. You're a risky investment.
Payment history accounts for roughly 35% of the credit score. The amounts owed relative to credit limits accounts for roughly 30%. Length of credit history accounts for about 15%. Frequency of new credit accounts for roughly 10%. And types of credit used accounts for about 10%.
All right, I want to pause right here because this chart's going to be very important for the quiz. So let's take a look at this chart real quick. They get more into what these things mean in the video. And if you want to watch the rest of this video, you can. But I think I'm going to skip ahead to the quiz. But look, types of credit used, 10%. Types of credit used like student loan, car loan, mortgage, home loan, credit cards. Those are different types, right? Having a variety of types is better than just having all credit card debt. Frequency of new credit, how often you're opening new credit cards or applying for new loans, right? Applying to borrow money all the time is not a good thing, right? That shows that you're needing to borrow money a lot, right? So you don't want to be borrowing money all the time, right? Length of credit history, right? This right here is the one thing that you don't have a lot of control over. It's all about how long you have been borrowing money and paying it back, right? If you're under 18, that's nothing, right? So what can you do to bring this up? When you turn 18, get a credit card. Get a credit card, use it to pay for, something that you can pay back every month, right? Gas or food or something that won't be, a huge debt. Because if you pay it back every month, not only do you not get interest added to it, but it shows that you are, paying back your debts on time. And by doing that, as soon as you turn 18, you start that credit history. And the longer it goes, the better your credit score gets. But the biggest ones are payment history and amount owed relative to limits. So if your credit card has a $2,000 limit on it and you have maxed it out, that's not good. If it has a $2,000 limit on it and you have $100 in debt on it, that's better, right? And payment history. When the bill comes, did you pay it on time? That's a big one, right? That's the biggest one. Okay, so let's take a look at this quiz. Which category accounts for about 30% of the credit score calculation and considers your debt to credit ratio? They word it a little different, debt to credit ratio, right? But Credit is how much credit they give you that you could use, $2,000. Debt is how much of that $2,000 do you have that you owe. Is it $1,999? Is it $1? Right? The lower, the better. And that is amounts owed relative to limits. Boom. All right, let's take a look at that. True or false? Ooh, a true or false question. A FICO credit score is a 3-digit number based on a person's credit report. It is used to determine loan eligibility and the interest rates that people may pay. That is true. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to let you guys do the rest. Next question, number 3 for me. If a consumer has a mortgage loan, a student loan, and a car loan, in addition to a credit card account, he may score higher in which credit score category? So he has a variety, different types of credit use. Boom. So again, pay attention. We already saw in the first 3 questions, 2 of them are about that chart, that pie chart I showed. So pay attention to that pie chart. Go back and rewatch it if you have to. Retake the quiz as many times as you have to. Get yourself a 10 out of 10. And if you have any questions or concerns, as always, please let me know. Otherwise, let's have a great week. Peace.